What is up, YouTubers? Clayton and Taylor here with another SHLOK or ROKK. Today's disaster piece, The Evil Down the Street. And I believe it is your turn to speak.
Indeed.
You get the short one.
A family of four moves into their new dream home, having no idea their new home is possessed by a demon. Rob Schneider.
Okay, this is literally every white family in horror movies.
Yeah, no, it's...
This house is possessed. And it's free real estate. It's free real estate.
Anyways, yeah, no, it is a very this is a very generic premise, as opposed to our last movie, Flight 666, which has an interesting, unique idea.
But it was done by the Asylum. So.
Yes, so with this,
I should mention this one is not. This is done by Indie Rights. Never heard of them.
I'm wondering if that's like a company that takes like indie films and just sort of like, hey, give them to us, and we'll make sure you actually get some coverage and
make some cash out of it.
Yeah.
See, that's what we'd like to believe. It's probably not how it works.
Probably not.
They're probably more like, we're Indie Rights, and they just steal their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's watch the trailer. It's 1:44. Oh. Damn short trailers. Oh god, this does not bode well.
No, it does not. Cry Entertainment. Cry. Inspired by true events.
Fine.
4 white people once moved into a house.
Nice ass.
That's a nice ass.
It's supposed to be possessed, right?
Why? Okay. Why? First off, it's always the white people moving into a house that's possessed, and then one of them breaks out a fucking Ouija board.
Like, there's always a Ouija board. Like, look at that room. Why would you go into that room willingly?
That's a murder room.
That's a murder room.
I would go in there. I would not go in there. There's no windows.
No, there's no windows. That's a murder...
Even if it's a basement, there's usually windows up at the top part there.
That's a murder rape dungeon.
Oh yes.
The smell of cum and blood is thick in that place.
Oof.
Mom does not seem okay.
Mom stole my Ouija board.
I want to play as Luigi. She won't let me play as Luigi on the Ouija board.
Did you know that the original owner died in this house?
Okay, now this is gonna sound hypocritical.
Okay.
I spend my time with most of the time in the dark in my house because I just like it that way.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? Like, this is a small house that I live in.
Yeah.
So I can kind of get away with it. This is like a fucking palatial mansion.
No, this looks like a nice upper middle class house.
Upper middle class house. Lots of space. You don't keep the lights off in that shit.
Maybe they're weird goth emo people.
They're white people. And they're dumb. I know, I am one. In horror movies, the black people die first and the white people are the reason it happened.
Yes.
It's just, I know, it's the main trope. It's
and then,
the number one.
And then the white woman survives. Usually. Sometimes.
It depends how much of a bimbo she is.
Yes, or the white guy with the woman's name in the case of Evil Dead.
Yes, Ashley.
Ashley Williams.
What are you looking for?
Way out of the movie.
She tried to escape, they wouldn't let her.
She's once out of her contract.
Explain a little bit to you about demons.
You know who's inside me, preacher boy.
She looking all seductive Elvira like there?
Apparently.
Don't forget to do your homework.
Okay, that is a set.
That is like...
That does not look like an office. Like why it looks like he has a window.
Yeah.
An opening window and it goes into
a hallway.
Another room. Yeah, a hallway. Like, okay.
This looks like a storage room or like a storage shed that someone converted into like...
They spackled this shit right here.
It's so weird. This is really low budget.
Okay, this just looks like a fucking fake news article that's done by some Christian group.
It looks like a...
Demons use Ouija board as a gateway to take over the soul.
It looks,
that and rock music.
It looks like a fucking text document.
It really does. That does not look like a web page. Hey, look.
Oh.
President of World Evangelism.
I thought that's what it said too! President of World Evangelism. Excuse me, where am I? It's President of World Evangelion? Is it Hideaki Anno in disguise?
God.
You need to go back to bed.
Creepy mother.
Well, I think she's possessed, so.
Yeah.
I need my phone.
I need my phone.
Millennials,
Am I right, guys?
All right.
Women be on their phone all the time.
That and the damn avocado toast.
Tend to be going through my personal belongings.
Nice night. Darling, you're supposed to clean it before you. Okay.
That was a really, really cheap title card.
And just typed it in. They just typed that shit in.
That's literally like one of the effects on like Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably, because that's what it was.
Yeah.
I should mention that literally at the end there, they just show him letting some old guy into the house.
That's
probably like The Exorcist or something.
Yeah,
like
she
that.
called.
They showed him once
when she was doing when she was in like her negligee nightgown thing. She called him preacher, so I'm assuming he's the Exorcist priest fellow.
Oh, okay. I like how they showed him for like 1 second.
Yeah, like all of like 5.
You would think he'd be a main part of it.
I suspect he's in there for like the last like 45 minutes of the movie, and then he dies. Like he only has like 40 minutes of screen time. He dies like 10 minutes or so before the end.
Well, anyways.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Do I need to say it?
Yes.
Oh, it's SHLOK. Yeah.
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 Totally shocked.
No, it just looks.
This is actually almost trash. I'm actually going trash.
I'm honestly kind of close just because it looks so cheap and cliche, and it looks like they're not really like you can do cliche, but if you don't do anything interesting with it at all, like you can't have fun with that. This looks.
You go into a horror. Okay, as I understand it, when you watch a horror movie, you go in to get a fright, get a scare, right? Mm-hmm. Get your blood pumping.
Yes.
That's how it normally would be.
That's right, Jay.
And I am affected by these things, same as other people. There, I have an overactive imagination.
I am affected by human emotions.
I have an overactive imagination. So, fact being is horror. It's the reason I don't watch horror movies. It's not something I need to add to it. But the fact being is that these things are.
So what Clayton is saying is that he's a bit of a pussy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so are you.
I actually watch horror movies.
But you chickened out on your fucking horror game last year.
Fuck you.
Put it down.
Fuck you.
Anyways, going into that, even I didn't really get a feel out of that one. No, it was just boring.
Yeah, look. The only thing I could think that might be entertaining is if it accidentally had like some really like stupid, bad, funny stuff. But I
want to say this much: for the 1 second I saw the Exorcist, I want to know more about him. He looked entertaining.
He did. He had a funny look to him with the facial hair and the long hair.
He looked kind of like one of the first Doctors, Doctor Who.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
The hairdo, I think, was what did.
Yeah.
So, but no, this is trash. I'm giving this full trash. You can do it. You're saying SHLOK?
I wouldn't go as far as trash. No, but I'm definitely SHLOK.
There you go. So
most def.
Fair enough. So, you've heard what we had to say. You've seen it for yourself. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. And until next time, YouTubers, be good to each other. Bye-bye.